Oh yes, Daddy. Oh yes, Daddy.
Hey guys, how are you? How's everybody doing? Happy Friday! Can everybody hear me? Everybody good? Let's just make sure of that before we get started. Oh, good. Everybody sees the shirt, audio's good, you hear me. Awesome. We already had a donation. We may have had some more donations, but I already went away. We have a donation from Ben Shapeward. Thank you so much for your donation. He says, I have an idea that would make this channel even better, alternating between voting on a game and having David choose one outright. Maybe. Let me just scroll up real fast and see if there's anything else that I may have missed. I don't see anything. Okay, perfect. Looks like we are good to go. Yeah, welcome to my Spider-Verse. Here it is, my Spider-Verse. Oh, God. I would just choose Final Fantasy VIII every time. I don't think so. I don't know about that. Yikes. Oh, thank you, the Hoff. So one thing that I wanted to show you guys is that we are not playing the straightaway, normal, everyday Final Fantasy III. We are playing something a little bit different. Let me find the scene that I want. This is what I want. So if you go to the Google and you, let me move this around so you guys can see it. If you go to the Google and you type in Final Fantasy VI ROM Ted Woolsey Uncensored Edition Patched, then what you will find is a really, really, really nice ROM hack of Final Fantasy VI. Now, this really doesn't change much of anything, except it just fixes bugs, and it fixes, like, item names, and it changes certain things from, like, white to holy. It does stuff like that. It also includes a, like an automatic dash, so you don't have to have the sprint shoes equipped all the time, which is it's just like quality of life improvements. So it's gonna be the same old stuff that you're used to, just with some balanced stuff. So you go over here to Fantasy Anime, and it's actually pre-patched for you right here. There's the pre-patched download that you can do. So it says right here, the goal of this project was to make the SNES version uncut and clean up the script, but keep the nuance used in the original script. The Woolsey script used as a base and went line for line looking at the Final Fantasy VI Advance, RPG 1, and Lena Darkstar scripts. To do this, it's the highest quality uncensored retranslation of the fan community offers. So there's various screenshots, and it really is a very nice thing. Oh, great! The Hoff just gifted a tier 1 sub. Cool! Very, very nice. Thank you so much, the Hoff. So if anybody wants to play along with, this is the version that I will be using, and since it is pre-patched, it just makes everything so much easier. So I figured I'd show you exactly how to do it, where you go, download the ROM, the end. Also, I'm using ZSNES and I don't want to hear a freaking word about it, so there you go. Okay, so anyway, let's actually get this show on the road. Now I want to go to this one. Okay, perfect. There we are. And here we go. Who is ready? Now we're looking at game volume here. Let's talk about, well, this is obviously kind of a low song, but as we get into the game, let me know if I need to raise the volume, lower the volume, that sort of stuff. Yes! God, this opening is iconic. I love it. Love it! See, it changed little things like this. Like, it's not Final Fantasy 3, it's Final Fantasy 6. And then you get to see Terra riding on the Magitech armor. Like, little tiny things like that. Like, that's what I like. That's why this is such a nice patch right here. It's just amazing. Do I need to turn up the volume? It sounds kind of low to me. Let's try this. Let's try it at 50. We'll see there. Barely hear the game. Let's raise it up a little bit more. How's it now? It is kind of a low song, but we'll raise it. How's that? That's 100% volume right there. Is that better? It's good. Okay, perfect. This is good. That's what I like to see. Yes. Oh, this everything about this game, I just love it. I just love it. Like, it just brings me back to a time in my life when, you know, I was just like, I was just happy. I was just a happy kid, you know? You don't really have any worries. You don't have a job. You don't have anything really going on. It's just amazing. Amazing. I love it. Such a good game. God. So how's everybody doing on this Friday? Friday. Love a Friday. Friday, best day. And today was chess day, too. So chess day, best day. Yeah, we also don't have to see caps locked names either, so that's nice, too. I'm doing good. Thanks for asking, Serena. This sorceress. Who is this sorceress? Oh, we got a Suns Out, Guns Out from Mr. Max Power. Once the game stops auto-scrolling, I'll go to the scene and I'll do my Suns Out, Guns Out for you, Mr. Max Power. I don't want you guys to miss the, you know, this, because I'm not controlling the dialogue right now. The dialogue's just going right now. Makes her a mindless puppet. She'll follow orders. Yes. You went home for lunch one day and you played the game and you forgot to go back to school. Wow. We weren't allowed to leave school. Like during lunchtime, you were stuck in the cafeteria. You weren't allowed to leave school or anything. Like, that just didn't happen. Do we want to watch this opening cutscene? I never watched this opening cutscene as a kid because it takes forever. And, like, I just think it's kind of boring, to be quite honest with you. But if you guys want to watch it, we can watch it. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking, you guys actually want to watch this? Okay. Oh, I see some people saying skip, some people saying yes, we do want to watch it. Must watch 100% completion. Well, we'll at least do a Suns Out, Guns Out during it. So let's at least do that. But we have to do this, because it's a ZSNES, and we have to pause the game, and then go over here to the scene for Mr. Max Power saying Suns Out, Guns Out! There we are, we got our Suns Out, Guns Out. There it is, yes. Okay, back we go to the game. Back to Final Fantasy VI we go. Okay, there we are. Oh, so good. It is, it's beautiful mode 7. We get to see the Magitech armor. And then you approach Narshe. And I know some people say Narshe. I'm not a fan of the Narshe. I always call it Narshe. So, that's just the way I grew up. And that's what I'm going to keep on doing here. I'm almost 40 and I ain't changing. It is what it is. I should move this a little bit closer just in case anybody requests a song. Whoa! God, it scared me. Kefka's laugh always scares me, but we have Alpha the Lion subscribing at tier 1. Thank you so much. And they actually just joined the Discord as well. So I put up that, oh, what's happening now? Ooh, we have Davey101 gifting tier 1 subs. Awesome. Yeah. So you can see Narshi there in the background. So nice. So after that video that I just did, talking about the various hidden gems and things like that on Steam, a bunch of people wanted to join the Discord too, so I really like that. That's really nice. I was looking, and there was a bunch of people in the introductions there, so that's really exciting to me that a lot of people are joining the Discord now. Okay, so we've made it here, and now I want to leave. Oh, but they won't let us. So notice, if you hit the little B button right now, you can run around just like you would if you had sprint shoes on. So that's really, really nice. Let's go ahead and move everybody into the back row. Screw putting Terra on point. Let's put her back there. And, oh, she comes fully equipped, but we can't actually look at Biggs or Wedge's equipment either. There's been a link to the Discord in quite some time. It's me, Mario. Yoinks. We got some BDE here in Final Fantasy VI. We'll have to think about it. I know who I think has the most BDE. Who do you guys think? I need to put a sound effect with not enough Gil. I thought that I put one there, but maybe not. I see a lot of people saying Sabin or Edgar. Those are some obvious choices right there. I don't know about Sabin or Edgar. Although of the two, I would say Sabin. Umaro? Just as Jessica had some BDE, there's a particular little girl in this game that has some nice BDE, I must say as well. If anybody knows who I'm referring to. Yeah, Realm definitely has some BDE energy happening.
I never heard a word about it when I was studying to be a priestess.
That's because you always ditch class, honey pie.
At least I've set foot in a school, you dumb bastard.
Fucking love Jessica. God, I love her. You dumb bastard. She's the best. As a kid, I never used Realm. It wasn't until, like, the advent of the internet came around that everybody was like, oh, Realm is the best magic growth. Oh, she's, you know, the best, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, Realm? Really? But lo and behold, she's actually halfway decent, I've gotta say. Who knew? I do like Celeste. Pure as the driven snow. Yeah, good old Celeste. Can't go on through here, it's rather unfortunate. Oh, popping in and popping out the Hoff. Yeah, well, we'll see you later. Don't worry. Oh, really? The US version had nerfed MP growth? I was not aware of that. No idea. It's a bioblast on them. Yeah, that's the thing. Well, I never used Sketch. Like, even if it wasn't bugged, and as a kid, I didn't even know that it was bugged, because I never really used her in general, and Sketch sucked. And I used it for control, I guess, to learn the lores and everything, but other than that, like, that was it. But I never really used Strago either, so I really didn't care about the lores, to be quite honest with you. I heard that it, like, messed up your saves and everything if you use the Sketch. Whoa! We have a new follower with Japarks Misplay. I'm probably going to butcher these pronunciations, but it's a new follower. No, lore is not as broken. Ooh! Rimuru is cheering and donating, and Kefka's laughing about it! Thank you so much for your generous donation, Rimuru. Thank you so much. Oh. Really? Did not know that, Praetor's Inn. I know, Realm and Straga, they really do join rather late in the game, I've gotta say. And then around, like, mid-game in the World of Ruin, too. So, you just don't get a lot of Esper time with them, unfortunately. But you know what? I kind of think that these guys absorb poison now that I use Bioblast on them. Oh well. Yeah, don't worry. We're gonna be using everybody here. We will try to get, we will try to use everybody as equally as possible. And we will try to. Try. I mean, maybe not a certain, Mr. Thou, but we'll try. We'll try our best. Bam! Good for you, Biggs. Whoa! Oh, yeah, the rages. We'll try to get some nice rages. Why not? Ymir, not the Welk? Okay. We have to go for accuracy here. Even there it says Lightning Welk, but the name is Ymir. Thou art justified in thine choices, David. We shall have a rousing bout of fisticuffs. Ooh, Nibling is gifting 2 Tier 1 subs. Cool. Thank you so much, Nibling. Very generous of you. Thank you so much. Awesome. We know. Don't attack the shell. I got you. It's fine. Thou. There really is like a thing with SNES RP. Well, it's really just this and like the Mist Dragon. Having like these tutorial bosses, you know, because they have. Oh, uh-oh. Wait for it! It's. Ah, oh, damn it. Stupid ass. Yoinks! Die! Oh shit, he actually did die. Well, that sucks. Man. Too bad there's not like some sort of revival thing. Oh well. Boop-a-doop-a-doop. Like, it's just, I don't know, it's just kind of weird because they do this. They have these tutorial bosses as like the very first boss. Rimuru is cheering! Awesome! 1,000 bits. Thank you so much for your generous donation. I think that somebody wants to be the stream boss again. Serena Vox is healing, and it looks like the hype train is incoming. The hype train has arrived. The hype train is hyped up for the Welk. I'm hyped up for the Welk if he would ever actually get out of his shell. Like, man, come on. Like, this is so annoying because there is, whoa. Ooh. Zackass is gifting 2 Tier 1 subs. Cool. Thank you so much. He's, doing more for the hype train, trying to get that train all hyped up and everything. But, like, okay, this is what I'm trying to say. The very first boss is like, attack now, don't attack now, attack now, don't attack now, sort of thing. And then all the other bosses are just like, kill the bitch, kill the bitch, kill the bitch, you know? So it's just kind of like strange. Ooh, Rimuru cheered! The hype train is coming on into the station. Whoa! Sandy Pops goes in for the win and says, I love luck! And then Serena tries to heal, but it's a bit too late because Sandy Pops got her, and you know what that means? We have a new stream boss, is what that means. So what do whenever we have a new stream boss? Rest in peace, Serena Vox. We rip. Gotta put it on. Yeah, what's going on, Terra? Yeah, they keep on trading. Man, thank you so much for the generous donations for you two. Thank you so much for getting the hype train in as well. We get to see a shirt. I know. I have to spend all these donations on shirts now. My God. The t-shirt will pay the ultimate price. Okay, are we ready for the rip? I think that we're ready for the rip. Let's do it. Let's do it. We have a donation from Davey. Thank you so much. Scene. Okay. Are we ready? Let's do it. Okay. God, look how, like, this shirt is so old. Look how tight this shirt is. Like, my God, it's so old. But here we go. There it is. Yes. Spider David. Huh. Yikes. Serena Vox is gifting tier 1 subs. Woo! Awesome. Love it. Look at this. Look at this. Oh God, there's still like a piece on me. That's what we do here, Captain Maths. Whenever there's a new stream boss, the old one rests in peace. They rip. So that means that we rip a shirt in their honor. That's what we do here. Love it. Man. Here we are, we haven't even like gotten past the tutorial and we're already ripping shirts and everything. I loved Sandy Pops going in there for the kill. You knew that she was about to heal. You knew that she was about to heal because you know what she does. And then he's like, girl, I won't get you. And bam, he nuked her. Love it. Where am I? Oh, poor girl. The next emote needs to be a shirt rip. Oh, I could do like a Hulk Hogan thing. Like, that would be really cool. Yeah, I could totally do that. I think that she's gonna get you at she'll get you, I'm sure. She's just gonna bide her time for it. I love this music, Terra's music. I always felt so bad for her. Oh, they're all within nuke range. Oh, I don't get any more emotes until partner? A mysterious young woman, enslaved by the Gestalian Empire and born with the gift of magic. It's Terra. Love Terra. Hey, Nobosaurus. How are you? It's just like something about this scene. Like, you know, the opening of Final Fantasy IV is good as well, but this, like, you really do feel bad for Terra. Within, like, 2 seconds, we have a new follower with Glass Luxury. Thank you so much. Oh, you got gifted a sub even whenever you weren't watching. Yeah, like, you know, you just feel so bad for her, this music and everything else. It's just, I love it. Come over here! Or come over here and get an elixir. Uh-oh. Yikes. I don't want to be an agent of the Empire. Oh, the Hype Train success! We received a level 4 Hype Train emote. Cool. Very nice. Yeah, choo-choo! Get it! Oh, everybody's doing the little magic book. Love it. Very cute. I love the little hype train emotes. Oh, that's right, we still have Nash. Nash is still here. That's one thing that I could do. I could change Nash into someone else, if we want to, or we could leave Nash alone. Leave Brittany alone! It's up to y'all, whatever you guys want to do. Maybe do a little Locke? I don't know. Because we do have a lot of other Final Fantasy VI characters. No, I'm good. But I will be using my save. There we go. Are we gonna name Locke Nash? Locke doesn't have big bottom energy though. Locke's actually a pretty decent guy. We could do that. We could vote for Nash to be changed. I don't know. Leave Nash alone or change Nash? I don't know. Let's set up a poll for that. Figure that out right there. I'm gonna let them upgrade. So, Eagle Knight says, "Hey David, great YouTube video today. Gotta ask, what's this about ripping shirts now? Y'all Twitch peeps are crazy." Well, Eagle Knight, we have a stream boss, and right now it is Sandy Pops. If you look in the upper left-hand corner, it has his HP total. And the more you donate and subscribe and things like that, the more it damages. Oh, there goes Sandy Pops healing himself. There you go. So the more you guys donate, the more damage it deals to the current stream boss. When the stream boss dies, they rest in peace, they rip. So in honor of the new stream boss and the memory of the old stream boss, I rip a shirt in their honor. That's what I do. I'm practically own you. Yes. And thank you, Sandy Pops, for the donation. Yeah, there's a poll up there, guys. You have to vote. You have to vote. See the little poll? Go up there and vote. Vote, 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 vote. As many different stream bosses that we have. If there's 10 different stream bosses, then there's 10 different shirts being ripped. So that's how that works, Captain Maths. Okay, Locke wins. Looks like Nash will be changed to Locke. I'm gonna have to write that down to remember to do that. Let's see, Locke. Nash to Locke. Okay, perfect. Wrote that down. Yeah, that's what we do. It's just a fun little thing. Besides, are you really complaining? Oh, Tidus. We have Chunna rewards here, and various Chunna rewards do various things, like Tidus laughing in your face. Oh, that is true. Nibling has a point. If there's anybody in this game with big bitch energy, it's Amaro. That is true. Tidus laughing like a twat. Still in the robbing and plundering trade? What a bitch! Treasure hunter and trail-worn traveler, searching the world over for relics of the past. Yes. Locke. I forgot, I prefer the term treasure hunting. I forgot, is there like a naming way in this game where you can change names? I don't think that there's a way to change names later on. Maybe in like the airship, one of the people do? I don't remember. I never change names. Okay, yeah, I don't think so either. Oh, hey! Sayaga Robinson just subscribed. Cool. Thank you so much. Okay. Oh, Lears Menzies just subscribed. Thank you so much. Awesome. Whoa! The Milkman 42 just wow, where are these people coming from, man? Thank you so much for subscribing, Milkman. Quinn Maurice just subscribed. Okay, well, thank you so much for these subscriptions. It's like one after the other, man. Whoa! Glass Luxury just subscribed. Cool. Thank you. All these subscriptions are killing poor Sandy Pops. I actually do. I have a pile of shirts ready to rip right here. And I have a pile of ripped shirts over there in the corner that I just kind of throw them in the corner. So, there you go. Oh, God. Barrels full. We've only done this for, what, 2-3 streams now, I think? Hasn't been that long. Yeah, I had a pile. I think I have 4 shirts down there just in case. I just grabbed a couple. I was getting my water before the stream, and I was like, oh, I should grab some shirts too. Of course the Moogles want to help. They're so nice and helpful. We know, Mog. No, I need no more information. Yeah, it's almost like expected to nuke people. Who knew? And we even have class names. In the SNES version of the game, there weren't like these class names like Adventurer for Locke, even though it should say Thief. But and then class names of Moogle. Little Moogle. I know, I'm gonna have to get some more donations to go buy t-shirts. Let's see. Oh, yikes. This is not the people that I want. We'll just put you here just in case. Yeah, that's Treasure Hunter to you. Okay, so this should be Mog's little party. Megadoloth. Oh, we got a preemptive strike. Sweet. And you. Oh, hell. Too slow. We'll try to get it next. That's fine. Yeah, so you can't actually take off the equipment in the menu with the, with like the equipped thing, but if you go inside of the, if you go inside the menu here in battle, you can take off Mog's equipment. So it's actually some really nice stuff that you can get. Okay, let's go. Okay, not you. You! I don't think so. I really don't think so. I think that you can only do it, oh God. I think that you can only do it here from this menu. I could be wrong though, but that's the way that I always do it. But whatevs. Oh, I should be running. I'm over here walking like a moron, and I should be running. Gotta get these Megalodoths because they're gonna blizzard them to death and all that. Come on! Why are you frostbiting this party, man? Yeah, you can't touch the equipment of the other Moogles. It's just this one, or just Mog that you can. Woo! Hey, got a new subscribe with Benor Lionheart. Cool. Thank you so much. Might as well use some of these potions. I never really use them anyway. And speaking of equipment, yeah, get that mithril shield. The whole reason why I wanted to use this patch was so I didn't have to deal with the sprint shoes. Like, I hate the stupid sprint shoes. It's just such a waste of a relic slot. You know what I mean? You freaking asshole! Oh, I hate you! I hate you so much! Oh, at least it didn't kill little Moggy! Little Moggy, he's so cute! One more left to go. Get him! Get him! Get over here. The thing is, you don't have to kill these different guys, but I'm like, yeah, whatever. Might as well. And Moggy's going down! At least I'm getting some good experience here for Locke, so that's fine. If you use the third party, you don't get good experience, though. So now we're gonna use the ultimate party with Mog and his Dusk Requiem of Death. Oh man, it went right on the guard leader. Awesome. Look at that damage. Sweet. Mog is adorable. Super cute. Wow, this guard leader actually has a lot of HP. He's immune to instant death? Seriously? Oh, or we could just kill him with sap damage. That works too. Okay. So, let's talk about that for a minute. The Esper stat boosts. I am aware that you really should be switching Espers around to make sure that every single person gets plus magic every single level game, blah 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 blah. That's boring for a stream. Like, do you guys really want to sit here and watch me menu for a year on a day between every single battle to see who has the least amount of experience and then put the friggin' Esper on them? Like, no. That's boring AF. So that will not be happening. We're going to put Espers on people who need to learn magic, and that's just going to be the end of my story. The end. Oh, poor Terra. Yeah, pretty much. Like, if you need a spell, then you're getting the Esper. Like, I'm not going to deal with it as far as stat gains are concerned. It's fine. It is the, what is this one called? I have it over here. It's called the Ted Woolsey Uncensored version. It's available on Fantasy Anime, pre-patched, so you could just, don't have to worry about it. You can just download the damn thing and not have to worry about it. So yeah, it fixes all the bugs. It allows you to dash. It's very nice. Hey, TT Paradigm, how are you? Yeah, and who are you? And Terra's like, yoicks, gotta go! South to Figaro we go. Hey there, random. I'm an adventurous beginner. All the bugs, such as magic evade, magic defense, blah blah blah, all those bugs have been fixed to work the way that it was originally intended to work. So there is no more like perfect magic evade, perfect 128%. All of that stuff has been fixed, so worry not about that. Monsters! Let's steal from this guy. Get a potion. Whatever. Oh, wow. No problem on the video. $120 in the cart. Man. Yeah, I'll try not to call him a thief. But we all know who he really is. Well, just be careful about that. As long as you're enjoying yourself, that's all that matters, Eagle Knight. I know, man. Spending all this money on games and whatnot. The shirt that I wore to work today? The shirt that I was wearing in the video? Yeah, that's the shirt that I wore to teach school today. But I wanted to change into something a little bit more comfortable. Besides, it would be kind of hard to put a t-shirt on top of that to then rip the shirt whenever I'm wearing like a nice dress shirt and everything. So I just thought, oh, I'll just get comfortable. And I wanted to work out and stuff before this too, and you can't really work out in that shirt either. So that's what I was doing. Did we name Mog Kringle? Oh, we can name Mog Kringle. That's super cute. We actually didn't get a chance to name Mog yet. Not a slam dancing Moogle yet. Oh, hey, payday is best day. Cool. Not in a dress shirt like that, though. Be kind of tight around the arms and everything. Ooh, payday sushi day. Sushi day is always a good day. Whoa. Oh, well, thanks. That was easy enough. I wonder why he even bothered blocking you, you know? It's kind of odd. It's dangerous to go alone. Well, that's unfortunate. I've considered doing an exercise or diet video or something along those lines as like a subscriber special. I don't know how popular it might be, but I've considered doing something like that. Go and see the king! Oh, okay. Like, I love, like, the little attention to detail, where there's, like, sand on the castle and everything. It's just so nice. I love it. This is far too rich for my blood right now. I know, I want some sushi too. Man. And you know, all I'm gonna have for dinner is some chicken. So, yeah, it would be nice. Okay. More treasure! Every time that I go to get sushi, like, I am not, like, the most... I don't know how to put it, like, the most cultured whenever it comes to various foods. I normally only eat, like, California rolls and tempura and stuff like that. Like, I don't like nigiri. I'm just like, you know, it's just normal, regular stuff. Oh, Edgar, so hot. Imagine if this game was remade and you got to see Edgar in, like, full glory, like, full fucking hot-ass glory. Oh my god. How rude of me to turn my back to a lady. I know, he'd be so hot. Ugh. And he's an engineer, too, just like Ken!
Oh yes, Daddy. Oh yes, Daddy.
Yes, Edgar and his drill. My. Who's better, Edgar or Sabin? Like a muscle daddy who strayed from his gym. Wonder who that reminds me
I
of.
never heard a word about it when I was studying to be a priestess.
That's because you always ditched class, honey pie.
At least I've set foot in a school, you dumb bastard.
No matter how many times I hear Jessica say that, like, it just cracks me up every time. Your beauty has captivated me. Dying to know if I'm your type. And I guess your abilities would be a distant third. Oh, we have a suggest a poll, Edgar or Sabin? Okay, let's have one of the admins make a poll, Edgar or Sabin? Who do you want? Yeah, a normal girl would find him dashing, but they're hardly normal. So if I could have Serena put in a poll for between Edgar and Sabin, so we can vote. There we go, hottest Figaro brother. There's the poll. Vote, 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 vote. Oh, Ben Shapiro, what is it that you would like for me to sing? so. They're still hot. Thank you. I assumed as much. I just wanted to double check and make sure. Vote, bitches, vote! Well, you could always suggest that poll, TD. This was a, this poll going on through was suggested through one of the Chunner Award systems. So there you go. And Ben Shapee word. I need to know. Oh, the Sailor Moon theme song. The dick localization is what he wants. Oh, God almighty. God, the Sailor Moon theme song. I'm pretty sure I know it, but Sailor Moon theme song lyrics. Yeah, this is it. Are we ready for the Sailor Moon theme song? Are we ready? Fighting evil by moonlight, winning love by daylight, never running from a real fight. She is the one named Sailor Moon. She would never turn her back on a friend. She is always there to defend. She is the one on whom we can depend. She is the one named Sailor Moon. Perfect. You can do your applause now. Yes. Oh, good God. You guys never cease to surprise me with what songs you actually request. Oh, such a nice boy. He is a nice boy. Oof! That poll is still going on. This is like the longest poll ever. Man, but here we get to see, whew, Sabin. My. "10 minutes? Wow! I didn't know that you could adjust the... I've actually never made a poll before, so I had no idea. Edgar's twin brother who traded the throne for his own freedom. Sabin. Should call him Muscle Daddy. Like, he's so hot. Ooh, my. Okay, Sabin. There we go. Longest poll to find out who had the longest poll. Oh my God. Y'all are bad. Get over here, stupid girl. Man, I'm jealous. I want him to marry me. Right now. Oh. I didn't realize that there were 3 different nations. I figured there were just 3 different towns, but apparently they're actually nations. So we actually have, you know, a lot more lore with this translation. So, yeah. I mean, Edgar's hot, but Sabin, my. So you could wait around and you could get a discount if you get Edgar here, but you really can't get Edgar here for right now. You'd have to come back much later, so I'm going to go ahead and grab the Noise Blaster and the Bio Blaster right now. It's kind of expensive, but it is what it is. Get over here, Chancellor. He fled the castle forever, and the succession was settled with a coin toss. I will learn more about that later. Hey, Edgar. Uh-oh. Yoinks! Are we ready? Are we ready? Are we ready? I am ready. This is iconic. Love this. Why do you have to live in the middle of the stinking desert? There's sand on my boots. Love that. Ah! Yes! But here's the real one. Excellent. Idiots. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Xeno Wildfire. Thank you so much for coming on in. I can't even check the poll right now. It's unfortunate, but I can't check the poll right now. Locke, do you have anything to say, or are you just kind of like nothing? Okay, no. Because if I had to check the poll, then, I guess I could go over here on my laptop and check the poll, now that I think about it. I can check the poll. Oh, it's kind of close. I'll put my vote for Mr. Sabin. Yes. I'm kind of right there with you, Nibling. Edgar's better at grinding with his drill, but Daddy Sabin can hold me down while he destroys me. Yes, he can rush my bum any day of the week. A girl of no particular importance recently escaped from us. Ugh. This Imperial magic riding witch! There's more girls than grains of sand. Can't possibly keep track of them all. Uh-oh. My precious Figaro! Edgar can drill, but Sabin can fist. Oh my god. Oh, I love it. Yeah, no kidding. Missing a few screws. Take her to her room. Oh, I wish it was all tea and crumpets. That would be so nice. He goes, follow me, and since we have sprint shoes now and the game didn't expect you to have sprint shoes, we can race off in front of them. Get over here! Oh, now he just vanishes from the screen. That's just fantastic. Oh my god, Shadow can slit my throat with a nickel. Yeah, that's treasure hunter to you! Get it right or pay the price! Oh. Yeah, but you were under the influence of the slave crown. You're fine. Oh. Poor Tara, she can't even think. Sabin lights my fire. Just saying. Man, this poll, only about 30 of you have actually voted in the poll, and there's 62 viewers. Actually, 66 viewers. Vote in the poll! Who's the hotter Figaro brother? I wonder. What is it, Edgar? It always made me wonder, like, how could they set this castle on fire? It's made out of, like, stone and metal and everything. Like, there's no wood here. It doesn't make any sense. But, okay. Whatever. There's no girls here. Welcome to my barbecue! Yikes. Fire! Fire! Is this like Beavis and Butthead? Is that what they're like going for here? Although I want to say this game came out before Beavis and Butthead, so maybe they put this in as like a retcon thing. Because I want to say Beavis and Butthead came out whenever I was in high school, and this came out whenever I was probably in middle school, I imagine. Hey! Fire! 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 My brother used to watch that show, and I thought it was the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. It was so dumb. I liked Daria, though. I really liked Daria. This was back whenever MTV actually had some decent shows. How utterly delightful! Edgar won! Poor Sabin! Oh, he actually won by quite a bit. Who knew? Oh. I haven't fully stopped doing the drunk streams. I've just been on kind of a diet right now, on a special diet, so I just haven't been drinking right now, so that's the only reason why Mr. Max Power. My birthday's coming up, and I hold a pool party for my birthday. It's coming up in less than a month. I'll be 39 years old, and I gotta look okay for my pool party. You know what it is? So, yeah. That's the only reason. Go kill them! Yikes! Yeah, pool party. Why not? So, you know what, we could just get through this battle really quickly and easily, but let's not do that. Let's use fire! 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 Man, what's the matter, Edgar? You look positively spooked. Yeah. Telling me what? I remember I didn't even know about this scene because I just came, like, whenever I was a kid, I never really used fire. Like, I would just have, like, Terra attack all the time, and I would use Edgar's auto crossbow and just kill them that way, you know? And it wasn't until probably the internet and stuff came out that I even saw that this scene even existed. Never actually seen magic before. But this is so special because it really shows just how unique magic is, you know? And all the other previous Final Fantasies, magic was just kind of a given, you know, it just was what it was. But here, it really is something special, and I like this scene. It's really nice. And those two are just, their heads are literally just chopping off. Like, I don't know what that's about, but okay. Off with your heads! I know, they're just sitting there just waiting their turns. They're just being very patient. Really? You only just beat it? Wow. Man, I beat this game so long ago. It has been a minute. Bravo, Figaro! The funny thing is like, as a kid, I would never actually beat games. I would, son of a submariner! Like, I would get very, very, very close to the end of a game, and I'd be like, okay, I don't really want this to end, and either that or I would just get over it, and I just wouldn't beat it. So I would get to the World of Ruin many times and be like, oh, I don't like the World of Ruin, and I'd just stop. Or I would get, like, all the characters and be like, oh, I'm at the Phoenix Cave, screw this. And I would just stop, and I would continually restart. So I may not have actually beaten it until, oh, a posture check. Okay. I may not have actually beaten it until probably, like, the re-release on the PlayStation. I always wanted my parents to let me open up presents on Christmas Eve, and they never would let me, ever, ever, ever. All my friends would get to open up presents on Christmas Eve, and I would never get to. It really sucked. Oh, God. Oh. Okay. So now we get to actually ride on chocobos. So yeah, this is really nice. Also, if you tried to come over here to this cave before going to Figaro Castle, there'd be a guard there, and the guard wouldn't let you in and would say, like, you know, oh, by orders of the king, this cave is closed. So, yeah. I've beaten all the mainline Final Fantasy, well, except for 11 and 14 because, you know, they're online, but I've beaten all the other ones. More back attacks. Let's see, we'll have you steal, you can use a Bioblaster, there we go. You could just defend. You know what, I need to make sure that everybody else is in the back row. I know I put Terra in the back row, but I need to make sure that everybody else is in the back row. How are these guys not dying? Man. I have to wonder if this Woolsey patch added like a difficulty mod or anything. I normally would never download anything that had a difficulty mod, but it could also be as they were fixing all the various bugs and glitches in the game that they ended up fixing, like maybe a defense bug or something, and maybe that's why the enemies are actually surviving? Who knows? A little froggy! I can't believe I just healed myself and then I went to the recovery spring like a moron. In here, you also do not want to get the treasure chests, because if you do, well, you get bad treasure. So you just want to make sure that you get, you know, the good treasure. This is the SNES version runic tablet. Not antidote, but poisoner. This is the SNES version wine cruise. Oh, thank you. This is such a cute I know, this really is a cute shirt. I like this shirt. It's super cute. Like it. I bought a shirt like this, and I bought a Superman shirt as well. And they're both nice and tight. Now, this treasure only matures once, right? During the scenario system, or does this treasure mature twice? I think it only matures once. Maybe somebody could check a guide for me real fast, but does it mature twice, or does it mature once? I can't entirely remember. Just once? Okay, so yeah, I'll get it during the scenario system then. Perfect, thank you so much. That is one nice thing about streaming as opposed to Let's Playing. I could just ask you guys, and you guys can tell me what to do, rather than me having to actually do any kind of research beforehand. God forbid I actually do any sort of planning. That'd be far too much to ask. Actually, today was a pretty busy day. I really didn't have any time to plan at all. I worked in the morning, then I made that other video. Then I was on Discord half the day too, trying to kind of crowdsource that video together as well. Then I tried to squeeze a workout in, so like there was a lot going on today. I try. What can I say? I think that you can steal, I want to say goggles from this guy. It's not the biggest thing or the best thing ever, but it's something that you can do. And to make it a little bit easier to steal, you can use noise... Oh, or you can get a potion. Completely useless. You could use Noise Blaster and confuse them. So... And then Terra can use her bullshit attack and do nothing. That works. I do not have a Batman shirt, but I try. And thank you for all of your help on that video, TT Paradigm. Thank you so much. Huh, what's that smell? His favorite flowers. Really? His favorite tea. And a potion. Ooh, my favorite bed that has Sabin's smell all over it. Whew! Need my salts, man. His favorite dishes. Hey, we have more donations from Mr. Max Power. Thank you so much for your very generous 1500-bit donation, Mr. Max Power. Thank you so much. Awesome. Dealing more damage to poor Sandy Pops down there. Could Sabin be living here? Oh, and some random guys out here now. Hey, random. Oh, he left a couple of days ago after he heard Master Duncan was slain. He headed into the mountains. But Duncan's son, Vargas, is missing as well. Get over here! Can I stop him? Oh, I literally can, but he doesn't say anything. You can't interact with him. Wow. I love being able to dash, because you can do little broken things like that you probably shouldn't have been able to do. So yeah, kind of interesting, if I do say so myself. So he went into the mountains. Maybe you could steal from... I know that there's somebody that you can steal from, and you get something halfway decent for it. I know, his favorite cabbages. Like, it's just like everything's his favorite. Oh, he's just healing himself. Oh, potion! Come on! Okay. Yeah, Vargas would be the ugly Figaro brother. There's gotta be at least one ugly Figaro brother. I mean, the other two are so freaking hot. Man. Yeah, the bandanas from the monks in the mountain. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Thank you, Ace AJ. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. So you can actually go straight into Mount Colts now if you wanted to. You don't even have to go into South Figaro. Who knew? I was actually just going to go there to see if there was anybody, blocking you. But there's not, so okay. Let's go into South Figaro then. We should be able to catch up with Shadow too, now that we can dash. Get over here, Shadow. No! 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 Get over here, Shadow! Hey! Oh, you can't interact with them! You can't interact with them! It's so nice to be able to do this. I love it. It's just interesting. You know, you because, as a kid, you always try to, catch them, but now you actually can, and it doesn't do anything. But, whatever. I know. Shadow's like, fuck you. I'm not dealing with you right now. Bye, bitch. Bye. We only live there if we're stuck in a box or something. Hey there. Oh, I've already talked to you. Whatever. Get a potion. Awesome. Is there anything over here? There's a lot of various treasure inside of South Figaro. You'd be surprised how much stuff there is in this town. I want to say that South Figaro has the most treasure of any town in the entirety of this game. Right to check over there if you care. I do not. It's completely useless. Let's move on. Yeah, they double your walking speed, so I'm gonna run into a wall like a moron. We know. Oh, Knight's Code. Okay. I wonder if they actually fixed gauntlets in this game, because I want to say in the original game they were completely broken and they didn't actually do anything. They barely raised your attack power at all. So, let's see. Silver Specs, prevents darkness, useless. Prevents poison, kind of useless. Petrification, Knight's Code isn't, whoa, that bad. Hey, Marcus Blaze Blue is now following. Thank you so much for the follow, Marcus. Awesome. So we'll just buy that, and I think that's all I really need. And we're going to go ahead and equip that one on Edgar. Do you think I should try buying the sprint shoes and seeing if it, doubles the sprint? I don't think it would work that way, but I guess I could try it. Whatever. I have plenty of money. It's fine. Whoa! It does! It doubles the dash! Look at this! Man! Locke looks like he's, moonwalking. Like his feet, aren't even moving. Look at this. He is flying! Whee! Zipping all over the place. I would have never even thought about buying the sprint shoes because I was like, oh, why bother? But man, he's flying all over the place. I should put on a Flash shirt. Screw the evil Spider-Man shirt. Yeah, it should be the Flash. And here we get shadow music. Not even South Figaro's safe. No kidding. I come back from the loo and Locke is in bed with the man. Of course he is. I mean, I'm playing this game. That's what happens. I know. Be nice. Comes and goes like the wind, swearing allegiance to no one. Behind his wintry gaze hides a face known to none who live. Shadow. Oh, hey, Hoff. Glad to have you back. If you notice, Serena is no longer the stream boss. Sandy Pops blasted her. That Shadow, he's an assassin. I hear he slit his mama's throat for a nickel. Love it. God, the iconic lines. Love it. Leave us! The dog eats strangers. Yoinks. Get over here, bartender. Hey, barkeep. He literally will not speak to you. Okay. Nothing in here. Hey there. I wonder if that's the guy who ran into the wall earlier. Kind of looks like him. I know! He really is. He's like the best dog. I love Interceptor. Goes around rescuing everybody. He's so sweet. He is just amazing. Love me some Interceptor. Did I came in through the inn there? Move out of my way, you old bastard. God. Get over here, rum boy. Frickin' barmaid. Get over here. Again, does not interact with you. Ugh. Yeah, there is like a status swapping bug, but that should be fixed in this version of the game as well. It was that blue magic that did it. I don't remember the name of that spell, but it was that really crappy blue magic that nobody ever used that swapped statuses or something. Even a Gillionaire. Yeah, a Gillionaire, sure, whatever. Rippler. Thank you, Ace Trainer AJ. A nasty draft. I wonder where it's coming from. Oh, right here. Let's get some treasure. Get a hyper wrist. Awesome. Hermes shoes. And is that the only two? I thought there was 3 treasures down here. Whatever. Okay. So we got some nice stuff here. Perfect. I know, why can't I be a Gillionaire? Like, really? Boost wearers. Ooh, wow. 37 to 55. This Haste. Haste is definitely going on Edgar because he's so freaking powerful. God, he's the master of faster. Faster master! Just a bucket for excrement, I guess. Save point. Faster bait. Chatterbait or faster bait? I wonder. Oh, I didn't even see this chest over here. Yeah, getting tons of stuff. Who's the Gillionaire now after robbing you blind? Old clock that's not ticking. Like, I really like this, because, you know what? This actually looks like a basement. You know what I mean? Like, this looks like a basement. And that's what it's supposed to be. It's some rich guy's basement, has tons of money in it, and there's just, like, a bunch of crap all over the place. Like, that's what I like about this little dungeon. It's super cute, you know? I thought that I did search the clock for elixirs. Did I? Oh, yeah, they were either ticking or not ticking. Okay, so there we go. They're part of the Too Good to Use Club. You can't possibly use them. No, I'll be using them. I've cured myself of the Too Good to Use Club whenever I started Let's Playing. I use everything now, and I really don't care, and I don't apologize for it either. I use everything. It's there for a reason. He dined with General Leo. I'm kind of jealous. I want to dine with General Leo. Yeah, we already got one of them in the very first house. What was that guy's name? Argus or Arcus? Whatever that guy's name is. More junk in here. More elixirs! Woohoo! Kind of interesting how all the stuff from the next scenario is actually still kind of... Arvis is still kind of in here. So if you know what you're doing, you can still do all of the secret stuff. You know what I mean? I really like that. How it's not only locked to that one scenario there. What do I want to buy? We'll buy a great sword for Terra and a mithril sword for Locke. I'm good on giving weapons to Edgar. He really doesn't need weapons. Okay, there we are. Perfect. Yeah, it's nice. You know, what makes it so that you can really experiment and just play around with different stuff. Let's see. We'll do... Look at this hairband. No, that's crap. 3 plumed hats. And it looks like I need 2 heavy shields. Okay. Yeah, dude, I love playing around with Edgar. You and me both. Yeah, that's true. You get to play around with accessories and various equipment and multiple party members and scenarios and things like that. And it makes up for not being able to play around with magic for a while. Get a warp stone that I never use, but it's there. Man, being able to walk around like this at this speed? Oh, baby, this is great. Do I really want to get any of this junk? I'll get some antidotes. Actually, I got that poison spell. We'll get some of these. Get a gold needle. And we'll get a tent just in case. Just in case. Probably don't need it, but might as well. Did we go in here? We did. Okay. There should only be one more house that we have to go into. Yeah, sure. You better frickin' move out of this place, too, because I want to exit this way. Pain in my ass. Ah, Duncan. Really? We'll see Duncan. Well, I don't want to spoil anything. Like, and it even gives you, like, a little, like, clue of what's to come. Like, this area that you can't get to. Like, I really like that. Little things that games did back then. You know, I really like that. Okay. That should be everything in there. I should be good. Let's go, go, go! I know. It's the small, little things that really just make all the difference in the world. It really does. How is this auto crossbow not killing them? Pain in my ass. Huh. This, the music, just everything. Everything. Such a good game. Look at us flying on through Mount Colts. Man, we're making like record speed. If I don't walk into a wall like the moron in town was doing earlier, but okay. Here I am making fun of the moron in town walking into a wall as I sit there and walk into a wall. Oh god, you got the Game Boy Advance version of this for $5? Man, I am jealous. Good lord. Like, I really don't have a whole lot of NES, SNES, Game Boy Advance. I have 0 Game Boy Color games. Like, a lot of those games, I was just like, oh, it's not backwards compatible? Okay, whatever, I'm just gonna get rid of it. You know, a lot of those games, I was such a stupid, frickin' moronic kid. And now I could go back and kick myself in the ass for it. You know? Like, it's you do stupid stuff, and now you just like, ugh. You just wish that you had these things that you gave up as a child, and it just sucks. It just sucks. I know. If I ever find 13-year-old me, I'll kick his ass. Nah, let's just kill these guys. Whatever. I'm done toying around with you. Yoinks! Don't kill Terra! Oh, I do have that Knight's coat on, so we shouldn't kill Terra. Perfect. I have the PlayStation 1 version of this game and emulated. I used to have it on the SNES and the Game Boy Advance and all that other kind of stuff, but not anymore, unfortunately. It's unfortunate. It is what it is. Got a knife for luck. Ooh! His attack, his evade, his speed goes up. That's nice. Shouldn't have wasted the money on that sword, but whatever. What you gonna do? Oh, these guys. These are the ones that I want to steal from. They take forever to steal, so we'll see what happens. Good for you. You still have that copy of Dragon Warrior 4. I do not. I sold my copy of Dragon Warrior 4, and I could kick myself in the ass for it every single day. I am so upset about it. I ended up selling Dragon Warrior 2, 3, and 4, and I think I got $45 for all three of them. And at the time, you know, you need the money, and it is what it is, and you do what you gotta do. But man, if I could go back and change that, I would. Man, I would. So what's the rear? Oh, well, he killed himself. That's fine. That's one way to make sure that that these battles don't go on forever and a day, is just have them kill themselves. That works for me. Oh, Parasophopolis. I completely understand where you're coming from. Yeah, I had to, It was after I came out. It was after I came out gay, and I had to kind of just do what I had to do, and, yeah, I had to, sell my games and sell other things. And, I mean, I say that I regret it, but, you know, that's just what you had to do. You know, you have to do what you have to do in order to survive. I had to, I was living in, I couldn't move back home, obviously. So I was living in a dorm, and, you know, my parents were paying for college, they were paying for the dorm, and then whenever I came out, well, they weren't paying for the dorm, and they weren't paying for, you know, anything else anymore. That was just done. We were completely cut off, and that sucked. And here I am, working 35 hours a week or so, part-time at Publix as a cashier, and I was making, like, what, it's like $7.75 an hour or something like that? And that's barely enough to buy groceries and gas and car maintenance, let alone college tuition and a dorm payment. So, you know, you had to sell games and you had to sell other stuff. I'll just say other stuff. I don't want to get into what that stuff is. We'll just say other stuff. Ugh. I mean, at least, like, it was for a good reason. It's not like I just sold it for, like, spending money. You know what I mean? I sold it for survival, essentially. I didn't sell it just to be a dumb bitch, you know? Let's use fire. Oh, it's okay. I mean, it is what it is. I'm not like, you know, I'm not too bent out of shape about it or anything. It's just, you know, it just sucks. One of these days I'll have to tell my coming out story, and then we can get more in depth about everything. One of these days. I spoke a little bit about it on the Discord. Just a little bit. I'm kind of over stealing from these guys, so if I get it, I get it. If I don't, I don't. Otherwise, these guys are dying to auto crossbow, and that's the end of my story. The bandana is nice to have, but it's not the best thing ever. Need to leave home in a hurry, so I sold games on my music collection. I didn't have space to bring it with me. I needed the money because I was going somewhere I didn't know, and didn't know who was going to pay for things until I found it. Yeah, it's like, it's that sort of stuff, you know? And it's just, it's just hard. It's just hard. Sometimes you have to do what you have to do, and it is what it is. And it sucks, but yeah. Yeah, Daniel did take my side. He was really, I came out to Daniel first before I came out to my parents, and Daniel was like, oh, I didn't know, you know, and it was just, yeah. Let's see, we'll do this, and then we'll put the sprint shoes here. Daniel actually told, I remember him saying, Daniel actually said, I thought that you were asexual, because I would always just be like, oh, like, because, you know, guys would be like, oh, she's hot, you know, she's this, she's that, you know, oh, look at her boobs, look at her legs, look at this, you know, she's so pretty. And I'd always be like, oh, I guess so. Oh, she's fine. Oh, oh, yeah, sure, she's pretty. Like, I would never be like, oh, yeah, she's really hot. You know, I'd never, like, fake it, you know? I'd just be like, oh, yeah, sure, she's whatever, she's fine. But, so Daniel was actually like, oh, I just thought that you were, like, asexual, and you just didn't really care either way. I was like, no, I'm just gay. So, yeah. It's, and this isn't what I wanted to talk about during the stream, but whatever. I mean, sometimes things just pop up. But, it's bad when you can't be who you are, you know? Like, you spend the first 20 odd years of your life lying to yourself, lying to your parents, lying to your friends, lying to everybody. And then you end up living the lie, you know? And it just sucks. And it's not fair to you, and it's not fair to your parents or your friends or to anybody else. And it's just horrible. And it's just a really awful way to live and to grow up. And it's just terrible. It really is just terrible, you know? Yeah, exactly. That's like, whenever you chose to be gay. No, believe me, I didn't choose to be gay. God, no. I remember kissing a boy in 3rd grade, and then it was made evidently aware that that was not the thing to do. It was just like, you know, it was made very clear back then that, like, no, you don't kiss the boy. Like, that was the end of the story. But yeah, believe me, it's not a choice. It's not a choice. It is what it is. I remember it was probably like in 2nd grade. So I was probably 8 years old, and we'd be sitting at the dinner table, and we were watching Entertainment Tonight. You guys remember Entertainment Tonight. And it was always on, and then after Entertainment Tonight came on, Jeopardy would come on. We'd always watch Entertainment Tonight and then Jeopardy. And that's what we would do during dinner time. And they had this interview on Entertainment Tonight with the Chippendales. And this must have been 1990, 1991, something like that. And I remember seeing the Chippendales and telling my parents and being like, oh my God. And I even said, and I was so young that I didn't even know what was happening. I was so young, and I told my mother, and I was like, my penis is really, like, I think I said my penis is itchy, because I didn't know what it was doing, and I said, my penis is itchy, and that's, like, I remember that stuck out to me, that I was attracted to the Chippendale men back when I was in 2nd grade, you know? It's just, yeah, so... Anyway! Oh, how embarrassing. Okay, let's continue along. Hey, Insanity Force, or registered guest, how are you?
Oh yes, Daddy. Oh yes, Daddy.
Oh my. Every time I hear the eggplant, it just, ugh. Oh, thank you. You think I'm gorgeous. Thank you so much. I try.
I never heard a word about it when I was studying to be a priestess.
That's because you always ditched class, Honey Pie.
At least I've set foot in a school, you dumb bastard.
Well, I'm glad that you're here anyway, Insanity Force. It's good to have you. It's always good to have new people coming on in here. Oh, it took you all the way to college to realize that you were attracted to guys? Oh, because you were bisexual. I guess that makes sense. Yeah. Oh, Hugh Jackman. Holy crap. Have you guys seen The Greatest Showman? Between him and Zac Efron? And you're like, oh my god. Like, man. And did you guys know that Hugh Jackman actually did Broadway? I had no idea. Like, he's really talented. He did Broadway before he did movies. Like, he's a really good singer. Cool. We have RPG Liz hosting my stream. Thank you so much. Awesome. And Kefka laughs about it. Oh, wow. I mean, that would be a fun thing to debate about, I've gotta say. Oh, thank you so much, RBG Liz. I'm trying. We're here, we're just hanging out, having a good old time, talking about when we realized that we were gay. He really is. Like, and whenever he looked like Wolverine and everything else, like, he really is a talented, just really nice, smart guy. He's great. Love Hugh Jackman. Whoa! He kicked the crap out of us! And who are you? Oh. Woe is the day you met me. It'll be the last day of your lives! Yikes! Vargas and Ipu. Okay. Kind of a strange thing, Ipu, but whatever. Let's use fire. Hey, Ryzen's hosting my stream too. We got 2 people hosting my stream. Cool. Always fun. Always nice. Like it when we get some hosts here. Whoa. Uh-oh. Get him! Excellent. We'll do a heal here. Why not? Wonder if I can steal from Vargas. I really have no idea. They didn't have space for Winnie the Pooh, so they just wrote iPoo. That makes perfect sense. Terra barely has any MP left. I'm gonna save some for... Oh, perfect. Okay, I was about to say I need to save some for healing, but not anymore, I don't think. I think we're good. Oh, she can't even heal, so I guess I'll cast the fire spell. My god, she doesn't even have the 1 extra MP for the cure spell, but okay. Yeah, get him! Enough! Off with you now! Yoinks! Give it up, Vargas. It's Hottie Sabin! Yay! Hey, Sabin! So hot. Oh my god. I love how everybody just jumps over there to the middle. So good. Why'd you kill Master Duncan, your own father? Yikes. Oh, poor Vargas. Vargas with his red, evil eyes. Oh. You had the most potential, but we're gonna kill you right now. Uh-oh. Mortal attack, Blizzard Fist. I do kind of wish that Sabin got Blizzard Fist. Maybe, like, instead of learning Bum Rush, like you learned Blizzard Fist, you know? I think that would be kind of cool, you know? Uh-oh. Fate made us train together, and fate will send you to your doom. Yikes. I tire of this. Prepare to join your beloved master. Yeah, love the chest. Bam! Of course he did. One of the only blitzes that I can actually do without getting a failed blitz input. Yay! I'm so bad at blitzes. You guys will finally, after 6 years of hearing me go on about how terrible I am at blitzes, you'll finally get to see it for yourselves. Me and my blitz terribleness. Whoa! Hey! Desir Boy is now following. Awesome. Thank you so much for following. At first glance, I thought he was some bodybuilder bear who strayed from his gym. Chromatic Zebra is following. Thank you so much. I want some bodybuilder bear who strayed from his gym to come and follow me. Come on! Come on! You should take it as a compliment, Sabin. Yeah. So just press the directional button twice instead of the pressing the diagonal. I'll try it. The Saber Mountains. Yeah, I'm the bodybuilding bear. I mean, have you seen it? Come on. Oh, God. Such a good game. What kind of power leveling tricks? What are you, referring to, Saikar? Of course a bear like you can help us in our fight. I'm pretty sure that the game literally tells you the blitz input. It's like, hey, type in this, you know? Well, I've been told that I'm not allowed to take off my shirt on Twitch, so it's rather unfortunate, otherwise the shirt probably would be off. Ooh, the Hoff has gifted tier 1 subs. Cool. Thank you so much. The Hoff, you gifted 5 tier 1 subs to the community. Awesome. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. So good. Thank you so much, the Hoff. Sandy Pops goes, just kill me already! Oh, poor Sandy Pops. Grab that tent. Don't just leave it up to Serena. Somebody else could be the stream boss. It's always fun to see new people as stream bosses. It always makes me happy whenever I see new stream bosses. Hey, Rimuru cheered! Thank you so much for your generous donation, Rimuru. Sandy Pops has gone down, he is. Ooh! Looks like 1,100 HP left. So somebody could easily come in and be the new stream boss, and it doesn't have to be Serena, and it's the Hoffenhauser! Yes! The Hoff has cheered and has become the new stream boss. Rip Rest in peace, Sandy Pops. We have more donations from Maruru. The Hoff goes, Kamehameha! Bam! God, but you know what that means? It is now a new stream boss. We must rip. We must rip. Oh, we got this other shirt here. But I have to turn it in. I have to turn it the correct way. Have to turn it the correct way. There we go. And then I'll put it on. There we go. Let's put it on during a battle. So we'll just do another battle out here. There we are. Okay, let's see. Yeah, we'll do an auto crossbow. Hopefully that will kill them, and then I could just rip this shirt. Yes, excellent. I know, I need to change the scene. I know. Ugh. God, these shirts are so old. Man. Oh my god, I can barely get the damn thing on. Like, holy crap. Okay, are we ready? Are we ready? Are we ready? Let's do it. Boop ba doop ba doop ba doop ba doop. Scene. Okay, perfect. So I have my shirt on. The Hoff is the new stream boss. And here we go. Are we ready? Holy shit, this one's actually constructed quite nicely, I've gotta say. Man, am I not gonna be able to rip this one? All the other ones were ripped so easily. Oh, you're gonna watch me struggle. Holy crap. I know, Super Boss shirt. God. Ah, finally. Whew. There it goes. Oh, man. Oh, maybe this one wasn't, maybe this one wasn't the oldest one, but man, the other ones like fell apart. This one was a mess. Whew. Oh, and Michael Nozier redeemed no pain, no gain, and we also had a drink of juice. I think that this is our first no pain, no gain, actually.
I never heard a word about it when I was studying to be a priestess.
This is some bicep curls that we can do.
At least I've set foot in a school.
We can do
you
some
dumb
bicep
bastard.
curls right now for our no pain, no gain. Let's turn to the side. There we go. Oh, we have a sun's out, guns out from Ryzen. Okay, we can do that one as well after our 10 bicep curls. Everybody's redeeming all this stuff. We're all redeeming. God. Okay, for our sun's out, guns out. That resistance band is 80 pounds. So, yeah, that's the resistance band right there. I'm all hot and bothered. Good Lord. Man. Oh, man. Okay. Where am I at? Let's see. I want to do this. Okay. Boop. Okay. There we go. Let's get my... Are we ready? Can we go back to the game now? Or are we still donating for various things for me to do? Oh, good Lord. Okay. A top 10 t-shirt list. We should do a top 10 t-shirt list. I'm like sweating, like for real, for real. I was fine before, but now I'm like sweating. We gotta stretch. There we go. Feels good to stretch. Feels real good to stretch. Get a green cherry. Wonder what that green cherry really is. We've already sang a song. The Hoff, were you here when I sang the first song? I sang the, oh god, the Sailor Moon theme song. Oh. Of course the Genji glove. I love how the only relic they sell here is the sprint shoes. Like, Can I not go down to the thing? Hey, random. I would love a nap. Yeah, I'm like sweating. Because I was trying to rip the shirt and I'm like, oh my god, I'm not ripping the shirt. Like, what is going on here? And then I really tried and it still wouldn't rip. And I'm like, oh, good lord. I know I'm strong enough. Eat your gummy. How are those gummies working for you, Serena Vox? Are they doing what they're supposed to be doing? Hopefully they're doing, whoa, nicely. A registered guest is now following. Thank you so much for the follow. Hey, Bannon. The girl is with us. Yes, that girl. Whoa! Swash Buccaneer is now following. We have a pirate following us. Cool. Oh, thank you, New Jack. All is well. YouTube screws me over, but it is what it is, and now we're here on Twitch. We do the YouTube and we do the Twitch, and we enjoy ourselves, and we just have fun. That's what we do here. Bannon does give some big bottom energy, I must say. Oh. Well, good. I'm glad that they're working for you, Serena. Awesome. Oh, the Pandora's Box story. I love it. He unleashed all the evils of the world. Envy, greed, pride, violence, control. And all that was left in the box was a single ray of light. Hope. It's such a sweet story. I love the little Pandora's Box story. It's super cute. Cool! That's what I like to see. Yeah, if any of you are following and you're not on the Discord, make sure that you go to the Discord and you follow, because we have a lot of fun there. And I will be doing some more crowdsourced videos, just like the video that I did today. I think that it would be a lot of fun to maybe do like a PlayStation 4 Hidden Gems video, you know, and then talk about, you know, because there are so many RPGs on the PlayStation 4. Like all these RPGs that go on that end up going on PC, they normally get like a physical port over to PlayStation 4 or something like that. And then you're like looking at it and you're like, God, there's so much crap there. Like the other day I was looking at the GameStop website and looking to see what I want to buy, and there was like 10 pages of JRPGs on the PlayStation 4, and I'm like, what in the world? And like the first 2 pages was normal stuff, and then it got into like really weird stuff. And I'm like, I don't know any of this crap. Because it was like back in the day, you know, there would be, you know, it was very easy to know what was on the NES, what was on the SNES, you know, it was very easy to kind of figure it out. And nowadays, there's just so much stuff out there that you almost need, like, you almost need like a support system to be like, hey, I played this game, and I like this game, and I like that game, and this game, but this game isn't good. You know, that sort of stuff. So, yeah. Ugh. Okay, got a bunch of stuff there. This asshole. Move out of my way. Just got some nice stuff here. What do we got going on? Oh, I got that air knife. But the thing is, we just got a main goosh or gouche or whatever it is, too. We just got a bunch of stuff. Let's see, arrange all this junk. White cape. Prevents imp and silence. Oh, it says... Oh. Oh, I see. Okay, I was looking at something else. Okay. Oh, plus 10 magic block. That's not half bad. But where did that... I thought that we got something... whatever. Okay. Hey there. It's like my Discord channel. We're a small organization, but membership is starting to soar. Hey, Sabin. Oh. He is. He's a nice kid. You'll like Arafel. Arafel's a lot of fun. Bloodbath McGrath. Oh, the poor returners. Does this actually do anything? I don't think that this does anything at all, but I'm gonna throw this bitch in the trash. I think even if you, like, take that to the meeting, it still does nothing. It's just like a small little detail that they put in there. Oh. Oh, well, thanks, Edgar. But then again, I've only seen the meeting scene, like, once. Because once I realized that you can get the Genji glove by saying no, I always get the Genji glove. Oh, he's talking about Rachel. Good for you, Locke. Yeah, the Genji glove is so much better. So overpowered, so good. No! Will not be a ray of hope. Oh, see ya, Hoff. No! Yeah, Gauntlet is rarer, but I don't really care. No! Never! Poor Hoff, he's totally gonna get nuked. The second that he drops off, someone's gonna be like, BAM! It's the way it always works. Yeah, she doesn't even remember anything. Poor Tara. Wow, 99 Genji gloves. It would be no reason for that, though. You only need, what, 12? 14? Well, I guess 12. Because Gao doesn't really count, and Umaro doesn't need him either. Oh, poor guy. The Empire took South Figaro. They found us. Yoinks! Yeah, like our resident thief. Oh. Don't let a lecherous young king who shall remain nameless near you. I'll let him near me. Like, come on now. That's treasure hunter to you! Urgh! You in danger, girl! Again with her abilities. No time for dilly-dallying, shilly-shallying. Let's go! Okay. Ooh. Thief, how dare you, good sir? I know. Oh, Matt's playing Mario Kart again? Mario Kart's fun. I haven't played Mario Kart in ages, though. Honestly, they should just sell you this stuff for free here. Like, we are returners. We have frickin' Bannon with us, for God's sakes. Oh, he joins as a priest. That's his little job class, a priest. Really? Okay, let's see what we got going on here. Let's do this. I think we're good. Relics. Let's give you... Let's do... Okay, so this... Okay, so Knight's Code on you. We're gonna do this for you. Haste. Haste we'll give to Edgar. Okay. And we already have another Knight's Code. This boosts strength. We'll do that. We'll give her that for protection. And there we go. Okay. So Now, we is goods. Oh, bye, Zackass. Oh, is it? It's renamed Cure 2? I kind of liked whenever it was renamed Health. Have a good night, Zackass. Of course I'll go aboard the raft. Yeah, if Bannon dies, it's game over. It's rather unfortunate, but it is what it is. Yoinks! Let's see. Oh, did I put Bannon in the back row? I don't even remember. Oh well. Oh, it's renamed Prey. That's very fitting for a Final Fantasy, thing. Okay. Ugh. Gotta get my actual strategy guide out here because I know that you have to choose various ways to go, and I don't remember which ways you actually have to go, and yeah. Let's see. Does it even tell me? I don't think it even says which way to go. Oh, it literally doesn't even tell me which way to go. This is stupid. We'll try left. That works for me. Hopefully. What a crappy strategy. Like, sometimes strategy guides are really good. And then other times strategy guides, like, it literally just says, your goal is to figure out the path to the end. Each time the raft stops, choose one of the listed directions. If you choose poorly, you get returned to a point that you've previously passed, which forces you into additional encounters. Why can't, like, instead of this huge paragraph, why can't it just say, at the first stop, go left. At the second stop, go right. Like, what the fuck is that? Like, just tell me where to go. I buy the strategy guide for that reason. Not to get bullshitted around with some, like, frickin' paragraph. Like, really? I know. After all that, I'm still like, so what's the correct path? Which way should I be going? It still doesn't even tell you. Like, what is that? That's terrible. That's awful. There's a guide on Game FAQs by Digriel, somebody like that. That strategy guide is excellent, and I will be using that strategy guide later. But I really had no time to prepare for today's stream. Like I said, I was very busy today, so I really had no time to prepare for this stream. But next stream, I will be prepared, like I should be. I'll be prepared like I was for Lunar, and I'll know what I'm doing. But I've played this game a million times, so even if I wasn't prepared, I would still know 99% of what to do. I mean, we're getting through it. It's fine. I don't know. Up. Beats me. I have no idea. My favorite Final Fantasy is probably... I mean, this is a great game. This is... Oh, this... Great. So I'm going in a circle. That's lovely. So I need to go left. Okay, thank you. I really like Final Fantasy IX. I really like Final Fantasy IX a lot. But it does have some loading time issues. However, I am aware that the port on the PC has like fast forward mode, and it has like, you know, some nice quality of life improvements. So playing that on PC would be a really nice thing to do. But as far as SNES games, this one's fun. I really like the Final Fantasy V because the job system. I mean, who doesn't like a good job system? Everybody loves a good job system. 4 is just a classic because I got it whenever I was... I guess I was probably 11 years old whenever I got it. So I've just played it for so long. But yeah, it's just like there's a lot of... 7 is good too. 2 and 8 suck. They're completely terrible. I like 13 too, as well, shockingly enough. But But yeah, this is a great game. I wouldn't say that this is my favorite Final Fantasy, but it's up there. It is definitely up there. Really? Final Fantasy IX for PC also has the... See, this is the thing. I don't know how to mod any kinds of games, so maybe if I buy a game on the Steam, I'll let y'all know in the Discord, and then you guys can walk me through how to mod these various games. That would be really nice. Yeah, that's true. You can squeeze some fun out of Final Fantasy VIII, I guess. Left. Left we go. Whee! Okay, let's see. Reduce some equipment here. Take relics. We're going to remove this and this. And the white cape is fine to keep on you for right now. Otherwise... let me look at this. Let me look at your blitzes. Oh, you actually have suplex and aura cannon as well. Cool. Okay. Aura cannon is... I guess that would be down, down, left for aura cannon. I should be able to remember that. Has anybody noticed that all of the water levels in the game have no control whatsoever? You are given 0 control in every single water level. Hey, it worked! I did down, down, left, and it actually worked with an Aura Bolt. Nice! I had no idea. So, like, in this water dungeon, no control. Whenever you go inside the Serpent Trench, no control. When you jump off Barren Falls, no control. Those are the 3 water levels, and it's just like, they just shoots you along a path, and it's just like, really? If you're gonna include a water level, at least let us, like, do something and explore something. It's kind of crummy. I realized, it's funny what you realize whenever you make videos. I was starting to create a ranking of the Final Fantasy, or the dungeons of Final Fantasy VI, the same way that I did a rankings of the dungeons of Final Fantasy IV. And that's whenever I realized, hey, every single water level just kind of forces you along. And I'm like, that's kind of bullshit. But okay. Youch! Seafood soup! We'll do a Bioblaster on him. Excellent. I have to say the lines, because if this translation doesn't include those lines, it is a bad translation. You must have the good lines. This chuckle fuck. Yeah, but fire deals so much damage. Delicious morsel. Ugh, they're my type too. Whoa! Rimuru put Ultros in there. The Clarkin! Seafood soup is not on the menu. I like how everybody's blind, but it really doesn't matter, because blindness is completely useless in this game, because you'll either cast magic, or you do a blitz, or you use tools, and all of those just completely dodge blindness, so it's like, why? You know what I mean? So yeah. Yeah, why are they wearing sunglasses? Well, the evade lug should have been fixed in this version. Oh, look at that. I already did an incorrect blitz input. Incorrect blitz input number 1 for this stream. Oh. Believe me, it'll be followed by many more. Rimuru goes, sunglass buddies! And there's Sabin with his sunglasses! Man, Aura Bolt's dealing tons of damage. I am shocked at how much damage it's doing. You're gonna do a shot whenever he does an incorrect blitz input. Wow. You're gonna be drunks. Guess we thrashed it. And probably. Things like that don't die so easily. I always like the little scenes like this whenever you get like a cutscene during a battle. You know what I mean? It's just so nice. I really like that. Out of the way! Bam! Just a bit. Yeah, I don't think so. Whoa! He's stuck in the bottom of the thing. Oh, God. Poor Sabin. And Edgar's just like, take care of yourself, it's fine, whatever. Oh, poor Sabin goes one way and we go the other. Yeah. What about Sabin? Swallowed by the raging waters, and Locke penetrated the Empire's defenses in South Figaro. Is it all going according to plan? Love this. Get to choose a scenario. So good, so good. And if you try to do Mog's equipment now, you can't. It just kind of sucks. It is what it is. So I actually think that this would probably be a good time to stop at the scenario system right here. I said that I'd be doing a 2-hour stream today, and it's been roughly 2 hours. So this would work for me, and this is actually a perfect stopping point right here on the scenario system. So, I hope that you guys really enjoyed Final Fantasy VI. This is, again, one of my absolute favorite Final Fantasy games, and I cannot wait to continue on with this series. I am really looking forward to it. Are we gonna do a raid? Are we gonna raid somewhere? Is anybody gonna lead the raid? Is anybody live? Do we know? Because I have no idea.
Oh yes, Daddy. Oh yes, Daddy.
I know. Can it be Monday yet? Because I do raid every month, or no, I'm sorry. I do stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Oh, Super Derek RPGs is streaming. Super Derek is so nice. I do like that, and he was very nice to me last time, and he actually spoke to me, unlike the KZ Excellent people who completely ignored my raid and had nothing to do with me. So, yeah, I wouldn't mind raiding Super Derek since he is so nice. You know, I think that would be a really cool thing to do. So, yeah, we'll do Super Derek. That'll be fine. And remember, I will be live Monday, Wednesday, Friday of next week with more Final Fantasy VI. He's doing Mother 1. Oh, fun. I just did a Let's Play on Mother 1 not that long ago. So, yeah. Join me for that. And make sure that you guys watch the video that I put out today, and also the other videos that I put out with my collection and stuff. I have created 2 more collection videos, one for my PSP and one for my Wii and GameCube games. I haven't uploaded them yet, but they are there. Value Bear, thank you so much for following as well. Probably this weekend I will upload one of those collection videos as well. This has been so much fun. I will see you guys on Monday at 4 o'clock. So, yeah, posture check. Okay. There we go. Posture check. And now let's raid Super Derek RPG. Let's see. How do I do this? I always have a problem doing this. Raid. And it's Super Derek RPGs. Okay, perfect. Excellent. Okay, let's raid. Okay, perfect. Bye, guys.